On this video, I'm going to show you my design on concrete mold, which is made of steel, angle bar or plain sheets or GI sheets. So this mold is comprises of four major part maybe or more, eight major parts maybe. But here's the part. The colors that you see here, this maroon or red, dark red is steel, and it's mounted with the tube, which the tube could be moved out or unmount, collapsible. So if you can see, there's a tube or a cut of tube there, and then once you want to use it, once you assemble it, just slide out and it will detach. And once you use it, just plug in like that and it will connect. So once you close it, it will looks like that. It will looks like this. So if four corners are, it will look like this. So if once four of the sides are closed, then you can have a system lock like this one. Yeah, a system lock like this one we have. So on the sides you can have those this kinds of locks. You don't need this big huge rod or round steel. You don't need it. A small or a little bit smaller will be fine, since the mold is not this large compared to what we're doing here. So basically it's just a bended steel, easy to use. Just plug in and hammer a little bit. That will lock the system. It's more convenient to use compared to screwing and unscrewing. Yeah, so that would be the best design. Instead of having screw or whatever, just use this on this side over here, maybe one over here and one another here, or it depends. And at the bottom is this insert or slide and lock something. So if you can see, this the gray box is the concrete mold. I mean, it's a concrete. once you flip over once you flip over like this one. So if you flip over like this one or like this, so this should be the box that you have, that you will get. Yeah. So yeah, so this is the box. So once you remove it, and inside this concrete, that should have a steel, that is the rebar, that is called rebar. So the rebar design is X on the bottom, and on the side it is four corner, and the whiting is also steel, but I make it white color to easily to see the contrast between the internal and external mold. So the internal mold is also comprised of steel. Instead of having the smooth side outside, the smooth side is, I mean, outside, and then the rough surface is outside. So you can put four of this large on connected to the bottom of this one. I mean the top cover, which is the bottom of the concrete. And yeah, you can lock it. If you notice, the two over here, this two is more relatively longer than this, I mean shorter. Let me see. So if you can see, this should be shorter. So if you can see, it's shorter, it's only until here, and then this one is also shorter, so this one is longer. So once you put this one here and put this one, it will lock these two from pushing back down. And then you can put another wood, that's something easy to remove in between here, and that will lock the four angle of this internal mold. So once you're ready to mold, just close all the four lids, and I mean the four steel, and then put it, I mean pour out the concrete. And let me stand a little bit. Yeah, so once you're ready, just push in the, just put in the concrete and mold and start it to mold. So this is how it should look like. So put it in, pour in the mold, the concrete, and the the thing will get molded. Yeah, so it's a little over on that side, so we move it back a little bit. So this is how it looks. This is how it should look like, or maybe that way. Yeah, a little bit lower, maybe up a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, so once you're ready, this is how it looks like inside. So once you open it and you just flip over, and this is how it looks like. So the finished product of that molded concrete cement is this one. So once you take this out, this is the top cover with another thing to mold on, but it's not easy. It's not difficult compared to this one. So this box or mini water reservoir box is be holding water, and this pillar, let me zoom out a little bit. This pillar is right in the middle where the X ray bar is located. That will help, and then you put this one on top. That will keep the moving of the this one, and also hold the the soil or whatever from coming in. So the white things that you can see is all open space or hole, circular hole maybe in here, and then you can put a cloth on top, so it will be filter out the small particles from coming into the water. So the moist ones, there is so much sunlight and no rain, so the box will capture water, and then once it's too hot, then once it's too raining a lot, it will capture the water. Once it's too hot, it will produce water for moist for the roots. So the roots of the dragon fruit will scatter around on top here, and then beside, and all the moist that will produce by this box will be a food for, or a source of food for dragon fruit. If you can see this pipe, the blue pipe, I it's let me try to change it to white maybe. Oh yeah, so let's make it blue. If you can see the numbering here, this pipe is additional feature that you want if you want to monitor the level of the water inside this box or under the ground. So when there's a water fill, this is a bowl, maybe a ping pong ball, uh, grilled with a small rod, stick or something that light enough that water can push in, and then once there is a water, this ball will float and come up, and you come up with the level of water. So as you can see the number here, the top one will be the cages of your box water level. So if you bury this under the ground, you may need to put extra pipe. Let's say this is the ground level. I'm thinking to put a 6 feet length of the pole. So 2 feet will be or 20 inches will be in here, or maybe 22 inches will be in there under here, or yeah, 20 inches will be inside this concrete water reservoir, and then another 1 foot in 4 inches will be covered with the ground, so it will be the ground. So there's enough room for root to room here above the concrete, and the one that comes out from the ground is only 3 feet. It's tall enough for dragon fruit to go through, but is not is short enough for human to harvest. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that long, it doesn't need to be that tall, and I don't like the crowns or a circular round over on top, a crown or something on top. I don't see it practical, or yeah, I don't see it useful. There's another technique that Vietnam is doing, and it's over. So Vietnam is good in farming dragon fruit, and this is how it looks like. I went to Vietnam, and then you can see all over the place a lot of dragon fruits. So it doesn't need to be that tall. This actually height is actually, I think, 4 feet above the grounds. Yeah, and you can see, as you can see, the man standing, and the way they did it is just
This is a new farm in Vietnam.
yeah,
It's
just
about 2 to 3 months old farm. As you can see,
so let me put it forward. So they show here how to bend the the dragon fruit. It must be done without watering the plants
and let's look at the
for
other one.
2 to 3 days,
As you can see this
and
plank
then
that
it should
lean
be 4 to
toward to
5
the right
p.m.
side.
in
So
the
it is
evening.
bent slightly to
The
the right side.
so the dragon fruit is
If you go against
softer
that,
and
it will
flexible.
break right there. So you have to go toward the right side and
Yeah, it
slightly
must be that way,
bend the
otherwise it will
top.
break.
And we do the same with this one. Slightly bend it over.
See, they don't really put the round shape on top,
Now
but
we're
it
ready
looks
to
really
do it
fascinating.
on the 4 new growth.
Yeah, so
Before doing
looks
this,
great.
make sure you don't overwater for about 2 weeks
two
before
weeks
planting the
You don't
dragon
need to
fruit.
water the
Also,
dragon
don't
fruit for
fertilize
two
it
weeks
for about 2 weeks
No
before,
fertilizer, no
so the
water.
new growth is softer and thinner, so it's easy
Maybe
to
this
bend.
could be done during
You
summertime,
might
or April,
feel
March
that
and
it's
April.
breaking, but it's okay. Don't worry about that. As long as it doesn't break off, then that's fine.
You don't really need something on top. What they did here is just tied up down below the pole. As you can see over here. So let's make a little bit forward a little bit. So if you can see, they just get the rope right from the pole and then
Then you
tied
can
it over like
secure it.
that. It's an old cloth, or it's a straw maybe, but preferably the best thing that you can use here is a cloth. It's an old cloth. It's a fabric. Yeah, old stacking, old cloth, anything that you can use to tie it up. Yeah, so
Be okay.
yeah, looks great. So after that, after a few months, it will come up with spring. Come up with
Oat.
shoots.
You see
So
how
the shape
pretty
is so
it
very
looks?
nice, pretty nice.
Grow the cutting and let the cutting,
So they will show here
then the new
how to
growth
trim.
from other side of the trellis, and the new growth on this side will not.
Yeah, that's great. It's a great idea. So with this in mind, this pole will absorb water since the root is sticking on the pillar, or on the root is climbing up on the pillar. Then the pillar will get moist from the reservoir under. It will become a yolk. I don't know what is the right way to what is the word for that, but it will sip in the water through this concrete, and then the concrete will give water the dragon fruit when it needs. Yeah, so three 3 feet above and 3 feet below, so it should be the middle of this pool. So let's say this is the ground level, and this is how it looks like. There's a room, enough space for root to roam in, and some of the root may go in here, go there, or that side, or anywhere of the thing. So I hope this video helps, and it could possibly that we could put these things inside, right inside this one, but it might weaken the system of the strength unless you put a metal or something. Yeah, that will be more expensive maybe, I don't know. So it will be less space and less. It will be great idea to put this one inside the pole as well. Yeah, to put inside, right inside these things. Let me select this too. No wonder I cannot select it. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I hope this video helps, and yeah, we can try to do this and let's see how it works. Thanks for watching.